4 years ago, we wanted to help support other churches, and we wanted to be able to reach out to the nations. And so we began exploring other churches in other nations that we could help support. And we began looking at both more accessible and less accessible nations. So we have a partnership in North Africa as well. And when we were looking at Central America, South America region, we looked at Brazil, we looked at Ecuador, we looked at Guatemala, just through relationships. And it ended up being where we partnered with a church in Guatemala City. And they had a need. They had a new church planner that was about to launch his service and didn't have a lot of help down in Paulín, Guatemala. And we went and visited, and we visited several churches in the Guatemala City area, and then went down and visited Walter and Jackie in Paulín. And we fell in love with them and the work they were trying to do there, and we formed a partnership. So a lot of our partnership is just about relationships. Like they're here, we're not doing a lot of work. It's not like a normal mission trip. It's just like, we love you guys, you're our family, let's get to know each other, and we want them to know other people in our church, and just become more and more deep family, even though they're from a different culture, speak a different language.
And a friend in common, Francisco Benfeld from Guatemala, from the church Iglesia Casa de Libertad, introduced us.
Mm-hmm.
Introduce us, and I met Casey there and his wife Angela, and they know me and my wife Jackie, and start to talk each other and knowing each other, and then they start to talking about visiting Guatemala. Then they give us the news that want to came to Paulín to know what God has been doing. They come with a team and start to working, doing some things to serve our community and our church. We were very excited to work with them and knowing more about them, and we want at the future knowing more deeply and keep working together.
In Paulín, when we were down there, we just saw an area from a church standpoint that was just very spiritually dead. There's a lot of prosperity gospel in the area, and just not a lot of churches that were preaching the gospel. But we also saw a guy who had a heart for his hometown. Walter grew up in that area, still has family there, and he just wanted to see Paulín become a better city. And he didn't have a lot of help. And so when we looked at that, we thought, not only do we love what he's doing and his passion for his city, but let's help this guy. Let's come alongside of him and help him do what he feels called to do. So typically, when the United States churches have relationships with people overseas, they'll send teams and whatnot over there. We've been twice. But one of our main goals is to learn from each other and to just build relationships. And so this year, we thought instead of sending a team down there, we would fly them and a team up here, which, of course, everybody else from the team got denied visas. So it's only the people that already had visas that were able to come. Them coming here, we just wanted to continue to build that relationship. We wanted to, first of all, have them meet other people, since there's only been a team of 4 to 6 people that have gone there every year. So for them to meet the rest of the church, to be a part of our Sunday service. We had this, we're an all-English church, so on Sunday, Walter gave his announcement. We had an interpreter that was there so we could get an update, and he told some stories about what was happening in the church there. He led us through communion in Spanish, gave the benediction in Spanish, and then our last song, Jackie sang in Spanish. So our whole congregation, that probably 2% knows how to speak Spanish, we all sang in Spanish together and it was beautiful.
Y una de las experiencias muy bonitas que tuve acá fue haber cantado en español para las personas en la iglesia, y aunque eran dos lenguas diferentes, estábamos adorando al mismo Dios.
That was a great experience, singing in Spanish with people that talk in English, and singing in two languages was a great experience for me.
So moving forward, we're really hoping to take more trips. Every summer is our plan to go visit these guys. We're hoping in maybe another 3 to 5 years that they come here and perhaps can get some more visas and bring some more people with them. But we want to bring teams down there that can come experience their culture. Pauline is a smaller city, and when he talks about our area having needs, his area has a lot of needs as well. So.
And we are very happy, and we are very excited to come and see what is God doing in their families and in the church and in the community and in Madison.